See, I always say that attending my session, you really need special blessings. अगर भगवान का बहुत अच्छा blessing होगा, only then you will have the opportunity to attend this session.
Very true.
Otherwise, you will not. And now, why I say so? See, let me share something very interesting. Only very few people know about it. See, whenever I start any session, I do a prayer to Saraswati, Devi Saraswati, Goddess Saraswati,
Hmm.
and I invite her to sit on my tongue.
Hmm.
And I invite her and I tell her that up sab aapke control mein hai. So now whatever I am saying, actually you are saying. And I put in my best effort to detach myself from whatever I am saying. So whatever goes out from my mouth just goes out. And the first person who listens to that is me. So basically, when I deliver a session, I deliver to learn, not to teach. And so naturally, I make sure that I am there. And as I'm inviting Goddess Saraswati, so I know right now she's doing the topic because I've already invited her to be here. So she knows कि किसको पास कौन सा information अभी पहुंचाना है. And let me tell you, this is another way of looking at your connection with the super consciousness. Is I believe that God talks to me every time to a human being. वो हवा में बात नहीं करते.
Hmm.
Always God in any form, whether he, she, हम कुछ भी बोले, God talks to me in the form of a human being. And human being is the only creature on this earth who can speak language.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like for example, when Mangala ma'am is talking to me about something,
Hmm.
what are her conception, her perception is all about? I listen to it as if God is talking to me. I don't connect with Mangala ma'am at that point of time. Or for that matter, Khushbu, when you will be also sharing your story, your ideas, your learnings, your experiences, I will be listening to that from that context. That yes, God is talking to me. So when God is talking to me through me, nothing like that. And I pay full attention to every word which I say. In fact, what I do after the session is over, I listen to the recording the same day,
Oh.
rather the same night.
Hmm.
So many times you will be noticing that I'm posting these messages at late night, 1 o'clock,
Mhm.
1:30, 2 o'clock, sometimes even at 3 o'clock. It depends that I'm throughout the day I'm taking 4 5 sessions. There are many one-on-one sessions which I take. I listen to those recordings as well. Okay, what did I say? What was the other person saying? So because I know that kal mujhe milega ki nahi, I don't know. So I only live for today. So for me, the only time that I have is from right now till I go to bed tonight. So this time is extremely important for me. So rarely I keep things postponed which are important for me. For that, even if I
Very
need
good.
to get to bed at 3 o'clock, I just do that.
Mm.
Okay. That's how I look at things. Because I don't know, once I go to bed, once I lose the control, subconscious के पास जब पूरा control चला जाता है, conscious brain goes to sleep. Only it is here in the hand of subconscious, and only you will get up next day when your subconscious wants you to get up. You know, the way it is
My
running all
God.
the internal systems of your body, and सारा subconscious ही control कर रहा है. Even the thoughts, the words that I'm speaking, the way I'm speaking, everything is controlled by subconscious. I'm not controlling anything. Consciously, I do not know what to do with my tongue to whatever I am saying to say. Subconscious knows how शब्द कहाँ से निकालना है, how to play with the tongue, how to ensure these words can come out exactly the way they are supposed to come out, whether it is in Hindi, in English, or in Bengali, whatever languages I know, with the emotions, with the feelings. Everything is controlled by subconscious. Only subconscious decides what time I am going to get in the morning tomorrow. Get up. मेरे हाथ में कुछ नहीं है, अलार्म भी चलेगा, लेकिन if my ears are not listening to the vibration of that alarm, I won't get up. Okay, so it's better to do all important things before you leave the control to your subconscious. Think about it. I'm talking about something very deep. deep philosophy. Surface level पे बात कर रहा हूँ. But if I ask you how much time do you have, the only answer is practically. बहुत सोच समझ के देखना. From right now till you go to bed. This is the only time you have in your lifetime till now.
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow you will get only when you get up in the morning tomorrow. Till that moment, nothing is going to work for you. Even if you have pre-scheduled, pre-programmed days, time managed, सब कुछ हम बात करते हैं. टाइम मैनेजमेंट की बात करते हैं, हम टाइम एलोकेशन की बात करते हैं, हम प्रायोरिटाइजेशन की बात करते हैं. ऑल दोज थिंग्स एग्जिस्ट व्हेन यू एग्जिस्ट. Otherwise they don't exist for you, and you exist only when you are awake. When you're sleeping, you don't exist for you, right? You don't know क्या हो रहा है. Only when you are awake, you know there's a pain here, there's something here, I can touch, I can feel, there's warmth outside or heat outside, cold outside, rain outside. वो सब हम तभी feel कर सकते हैं जब तक हम जागृत हैं. The moment I go to bed, the moment I'm in the deep sleep, I really do not know what's happening. No idea. Because my conscious mind has no control on anything when I'm in the deep sleep. So the only time that I have is from right now till I go to bed tonight, period. So that is the intention with which I participate in any training programs, particularly जहाँ पे मुझे training देना होता है. मैं तो बहुत सोच समझ के बैठता हूँ कि ये अब जो ट्रेनिंग देने वाला हूँ, first person who is going to get trained is myself. I don't know whether it is going to connect anybody or not. Okay. I also talk about something very interesting, which is who is your best trainer, best coach, best mentor, or best teacher you have come across so far. Whatever be the answer you have, since the session is short, so I'm just giving you some quick ideas. The only person who has taught you whatever you have learned so far, the only person who has taught you whatever you have learned so far is you yourself. You are your not only the best mentor, but the only mentor. You are not only your best trainer, but the only trainer. You are not only your best teacher, but the only teacher. You are not only your best coach, but the only coach.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can teach you anything unless you choose to teach yourself.
Yeah.
I have a simple example. You think about your school days.
Mm.
The same teacher, the same classroom, the same topic the teacher is teaching. She is using the same words. ऐसा नहीं कि 40 बच्चों के लिए अलग-अलग शब्दों का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. She is using the same examples. She is teaching the same thing. Some students, when they write a paper or question, write an answer to the question on the same topic, some student will score 10 out of 10. Some probably may score 10 out of 2. There could be some who can even score 10 out of 0 out of 10. So why there is this difference? When the teacher is same, when the topic is same, when the environment is same, when the teaching style is same, when the same information is being given, the same way it has been taught to all the children, why they are not scoring the same marks? The answer is very simple. You score only up to whatever you taught yourself. So teacher का कोई credit नहीं है. टीचर का क्रेडिट खाली यही है कि उसने जो भी आपको सिखाया या जो भी आपको बताया वो सिखाया नहीं. She is not teaching you anything. She is only sharing her experience about whatever she is sharing with you. She is only sharing it in a story form. Think about one topic. If there are 5 teachers in the school who teaches that topic, teaches that subject, they will talk about that topic in 5 different ways with 5 different examples. So the way they are sharing it, the way they taught it to themselves. उन्होंने अपने आप को उसको जैसे सिखाया, that is how they are explaining it to you in their own story form. So there are 5 different stories. Even if you look at the textbooks, if there are 5 different textbooks, you'll find on the same topic, it is being written 5 different ways. 5 different stories, right? So basically what teachers are doing is they are telling stories. The best teacher is the best storyteller. They are telling stories. What you are listening is also story, but what you are learning is what you are teaching yourself from that story. उस story से आपने अपने आप को जो सीखा है वही आपने सीखा. So what are you learned? When the question comes, you only write up to that. This is what I learned, so I'm writing about. And whatever you write, based on that, you are getting the score. Okay, so 2, 3 things. One is how much time you have. Second thing, who is your best coach, best mentor. You got 2 answers today. You don't need to agree with me. Think about it. That अगर सचमुच ही ऐसा है, तो what is possible? With this 2 new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now? This is a new awareness, right? This thing, with these 2 new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself? Okay, so tonight, what we're supposed to do is we are supposed to come out with the 5 types of wealth practices that I am committing myself to do every day.
Yes.
That was the
That's what I
intention.
said because of the
Only
homework.
sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, I have identified these 5 areas, and let us work on those 5 activities religiously for next 7 days so that we can actually see what is possible, what could happen. Okay, so let me share what I noted down or rather I practiced. Because there are many things which I practice anyway throughout the day, so I have summarized them as well. That मैं ये काम भी करता हूँ, अलग से कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, लेकिन उसको उसके साथ align कर सकते. So when we are talking about 5 types of wealth practice, I have allocated a time of 30 minutes daily for each of them. So there are 5 types of wealth: time, social, mental, physical, financial, and I am talking about 5 types of wealth practice. So I know that I'm practicing them. I'm very clear about it. जैसे डॉक्टर्स प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. कुछ भी you're a chartered accountant, so you practice. So I'm also talking about practicing. Just practicing. You practice it with yourself, you practice it with somebody else. So practicing. And duration is 30 minutes. So the first thing which I picked up for myself is time. So when we are talking about time wealth, how much time I'm consciously and another concept that I talked about yesterday is about conscious connection. How much I'm consciously connected with all these 5 wealths. So unless I'm consciously connected, I really do not know what I'm doing. So conscious connection will at least help me to stay connected and having that feeling that yes, I'm actually doing this activity and this is the purpose of that activity. I have complete clarity on that. So as far as time is concerned, I picked up personal or soft skill development. So I am committing 30 minutes for myself, undisturbed, undistracted. Okay, pure 30 minutes. I know that these 30 minutes I am committing myself for soft skill development for myself. Now that 30 minutes can be this 30 minutes also, 7:30 to 8. So what I told myself, nay, this I should not consider as those soft skill development time. Because anyway, this time also I'm talking to somebody, right? So there is distraction. So taking out 30 minutes for myself, distraction free, soft skill development. So I discovered that okay, at least I am putting that much of time on from Monday to Friday to writing down or using AI tools to create those stories out of the conversation that we are having every day. So those 30 minutes are something where I can actually focus on my personal development. I'm using AI tools, I'm listening to the stories, I'm observing, I'm using prompts for chat GPT to create those stories. Okay. And then I'm reading them. I'm searching for the emotions that are they carrying the same emotion which the speaker was talking about during the actual session. So that half an hour is now I could see myself that yes, it is there that I'm committed towards it. Okay. Learning AI skills or exploring AI skills, followed by implementing them, and it's completely distraction free 30 to 45 minutes. But 30 minutes is there definitely. It may expand up to 45 minutes. Taking 30 minutes commitment hai, and I could see that from this time to this time I'm committed to it. Okay. Similarly, for social, I may be interacting with my family members throughout the day. So when I started counting the times that how much time I spend with them, I discovered it could be about an hour. But the only but portion is कि वो dedicated नहीं कभी भी होगा. The only dedicated time that I discover for myself interacting with all my family members is my during the dinner time. So I ensure that dinner time I'm already committed for that. मैंने उसके साथ थोड़ा बहुत और टाइम ऐड कर लिया. डिनर टाइम में ज्यादा से ज्यादा मैं 15 से 20 मिनट I can give my family. उससे ज्यादा तो नहीं है. And here I'm talking about 10 minutes of commitment additional. So 30 minutes कहाँ से आएगा? So I started crafting or creating those extra 10 minutes, 15 minutes so that I can actually consciously, I know that this is the time I spend with my mother. This is the time I spend with my wife and children. I actually started auditing on that. Yeah, ये मैं हर दिन कर रहा हूँ consciously. ऐसा नहीं कि just कर रहा हूँ, not like that. Actually doing that. So this is, I discovered our part of my social wealth. Mental wealth, and again, half an hour, so that I can dedicate towards meditation, which I do anyway in the morning. So I thought about, okay, let me be actually clear about it, what I'm doing. So am I actually only doing meditation for 30 minutes in the morning or 15 minutes in the morning? I said, no, this is not something which I do, because when I take training sessions, I have a complete training on how to meditate throughout the day. And I actually apply that meditating throughout. Even right now, I'm also meditating because I'm my intent, my thoughts, my feelings is everything focused on this session only. Okay, I'm not thinking about anything. I know what I'm talking about. I'm listening to Goddess Saraswati as she is doing the talking, sitting on my tongue right now. I'm listening to her as well. So it's a complete meditation. So I picked up something which is tangible for me. मुझे दिखेगा कि हाँ मैं actually mental कुछ कर रहा हूँ. I'm working on something consciously towards my mental development or towards my mental wealth. So I picked up reading. So I'm reading throughout the day, maybe reading WhatsApp messages, reading books. So I picked up 30 minutes of focused reading as my mental wealth. And those 30 minutes is 30 minutes completely dedicated without any distraction. Okay. So this is what I created for myself as mental wealth. Okay, I am absolutely clear that this is the time I'm reading a book, or maybe I'm listening to a podcast, listening to a YouTube audio of some big author or a legend, उनका speech सुनना. So I am very clear about that this 30 minutes I am dedicating myself for my mental wealth. Okay. Then comes physical, which I am doing anyway in the morning. So I go out for walk 30-35 minutes, 45 minutes, some kind of exercises, free hand exercise which I do. So I consider that anyway. तो उसके लिए मुझे कुछ ढूंढने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. Finally, it's all about financial wealth. Financial wealth is something जिसके पीछे हम सब लोग सारा दिन भागते. I can't say about yourself, at least I. So what I did for myself, I actually did an auditing. Okay, okay. Throughout the day, there are many financial activities which I do. Maybe it's associated with my own digital marketing business. It could be associated with my own one-on-one consultation, which I do. हर दिन मेरे 2 से 3 one-on-one consultations होते हैं. Or maybe I'm doing training sessions, or maybe like these sessions. These are all part of financial sessions, okay, where I am actually making money. So or maybe investing in stocks, studying the stock market. So what I did that there was no dedicated time I have allocated for focusing on my financial wealth. It is there throughout the day, somewhere it is there. When I'm consulting with a client and to getting new business or uh, getting certain things done, that is also part of my financial. So what I created myself is something very amazing on which I just delivered a session last Tuesday. And this session was on 72 hours. There was a session which I delivered this Tuesday in my Tuesdays with Life Coach Pinaki session. And I created a beautiful concept out of it, and I titled the concept as the 72-hour practice. It's a very, very powerful way of looking at things. or I would say rather, it's initially called it rule, then I changed the rule. I changed the rule to some other word, such that uh, I can actually focus on that activity on a daily basis, committed to. Okay, so I created a structure out of it, and now what I've started noting down is that I'm talking to people with my own prospects. They can be in my soft skill business, they can be in my one-on-one consultation opportunities, they can be in my digital marketing activity which I do. So I have created a half an hour window for me to focus on closing leads into deals.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that is the session I delivered on this Tuesday. How to close, how to close a lead into a deal. So I have started committing half an hour consciously. I'm doing it anyway for so many years, but I have never done it consciously and dedicatedly, giving it a specific window. कि ये half an hour window में मैं यही काम करूँ. This is something also I created for myself in last 72 hours अपने लिए. And this is how I have designed my 5 types of wealth activities. Okay. Now I will
Wonderful.
practice it over next 7 days, and I'll come back to you with my own experience share.
Certainly.
Okay. So that's all from my side. And Khushbu, can you come on camera because we take a picture? So super. Okay, so let me tell you how we take the picture. You look at the camera, not on the screen. Okay, so look at the camera. So your eyes will be on the camera. When you're on the picture, when you're on the screen, your eyes will be on
Sorry,
the.
no, I was not able to listen you because the speaker is not working well.
Okay. Anyway, you will be getting the recording, so you can listen to the recordings. Okay, so just come on the camera and keep your eyes on the camera, not on the screen. And keep your eyes wide open, and we'll count 1, 2, 3 together, and we'll freeze at 3 for a few seconds. ठीक है? इतना समय काम करना. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Okay, good. And Khushbu, I will also add you to this group that we have created for 5 types of wealth. Okay, Mangala ma'am, up to you for your session.
Yeah, I just take 2 minutes to share what I do on a daily basis in terms of these 5 types of wealth. I felt the fundamental to all this five is time. Now, if you see the first, the picture of the on the book on the cover page of Sahil Bloom, he has it's in a decreasing order. There are 5 stones to it. So, by stone, is he trying to say the strength of these things, or is he trying to say something else difficult to know? But they seem to be overlapping, but not sitting on each other. That means you can use time without finance, or you can use mental activity without something else. This is the way I interpreted the picture. And so far as I am concerned, where time is concerned, I felt the most important time of the day is in the morning when one is fresh. So all my priority activities in terms of reading, in terms of cooking, in terms of working, or in terms of taking major decisions are restricted to the morning time, which is about 2 hours in the morning. No, generally from 9 to 11. I'm not talking in terms of sequential order, but I'm talking in terms of priority. Now, in this, I do some exercise, physical exercise, then I do some reading, then I also improve my soft skills during this time. Okay. Next, I felt after time, what is important in life to lead a good life and comfortable life is finance. So, what do I do so far as finance is concerned? I spend about at least an hour a day per day where I read the business trends, economics, commerce, what does the government have to say, and how it can help build up economy or otherwise. I also read the stock market, and then I try to invest my own money in that. I also undertake some transactions during this time. Next is physical schedule, physical time, physical wealth is I do a lot of yoga. Because my husband has taught me, he was an internationally recognized teacher in yoga. So he has taught me only those which are relevant to keep good health. So I do that 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. That's it. It's not 1 to 1. I also do about exactly 20 minutes of walking because that's what is needed to have good health, nothing more. So I stop at that. So far as social wealth is concerned, I felt that as a person, I have two types of outlooks or approaches towards life. One is where I interact positively with my family members, with friends, with neighbors, and with society people in general. And I connect myself with them on a daily basis through WhatsApp, or I ring them up, or I physically go and meet them, or they come and meet me. The second part in terms of social wealth is also disconnecting myself with negativities in life, like someone talks rudely to you, somebody insults you, someone neglects you. These negative things, when you decrease them, when they're on the downward trend, then positivity comes up. So I have this which goes on a daily basis, so I'm not much affected by things here and there. So far as a little bit of goodness which I'd like to show today is, I have a little neighbor who's just 1.5 year or 2 year old. Today he has been after me. He loves bananas. So he said, Auntie banana, Auntie banana. So I went and bought half a dozen bananas for him, especially to make him happy. So social connection was there. And when I think in terms of time wealth, finance wealth, physical wealth, or social wealth, I think mental health automatically comes. I don't have to do anything positive for that. But being a person who believes in good articulation and good language, I I very often do some chanting of mantras or something which is good for mental health. Secondly, I make it a point to sit half an hour in the midst of absolute green nature which is there around me. That's point number two, which I do on a very religious basis, which keeps me very peaceful mentally. And thirdly, what I do is every day, 10 minutes of the day, generally after our session, that is, I spend 10 minutes without talking to anybody, no matter who it be around me, so that it helps me look into myself internally, that what mistakes did I make during the day, and what are the areas which I can improve upon, and which new windows I can open upon and have good mental health. That's what it is. But I also felt the picture which Sahil Bloom has on his cover page is also very speaking for him. All don't seem to be connected. He has just, like, I don't know whether it is trying to show the magic of it. So they are one above the other, one lesser than the other, but at the same time they don't rest on each other. So I don't know whether the picture is symbolic or is it just there. But this is what I thought in terms of time wealth, finance wealth, physical wealth, social wealth, and mental health.
Fantastic. I believe the stones he is talking, like a weight has been they have been put over, is probably just maintaining a balance.
Well, but
So there
it's
can be any. It's like yesterday I was
yeah,
we were
the
discussing about
stones
the
are
dimmer
seem to
stones.
be unconnected. They seem to be different stones also. They don't seem to be of the same what shall I
Yeah,
say, same
yeah.
I don't know whether it's same material or what it is, but they seem to
So
be there.
one on top of another.
Yeah, one above the other will be
So
more
it
appropriate.
says that a transformative guide to design your dream life.
Yes.
That's what he says that this book is all about. So
I don't think it's a dream life. It's just a realistic life. It's
I
not
think
a dream life.
that is his way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Like as we say in NLP that every human being has a unique model of the world.
Yes.
So that's how he sees the world. He's talking about dreams. The whole point is that how much value it is adding to me, or rather, how much value I am proactively adding to my life.
Absorbing mice.
That is
Yes.
more important.
Yes.
As we were talking about this concept of teaching, the best
Yeah.
teacher that I
Yeah.
came across till then.
Yeah.
So if I am the best teacher of myself, then it's my responsibility to figure out that how much value I am adding to myself, or how much differences I am bringing in myself by reading this book.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's all about living the book. So it's see any book. The best way is to get to the essence of the. I'm talking about essence, not sense. Essence is actually figuring out that what the author wanted to say, and then leaving that for some time.
Yeah.
चलो इसको करके देखते हैं कि whatever he is suggesting or she is suggesting,
Yeah.
we will do it for some time, maybe 10-15 minutes, maybe a few days, and then observe that what value I can add for myself by doing this. And once you and I get the key, you know that yes, I got something. And again, what the best thing is to now go out and share it with somebody else, so that you become someone who is practicing it already. Okay, so that's it. So Khushbu, you got some sense, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what you need to do is now read the book, and I'll share the recording anyway. So you can listen to the recording also as I was sharing. Today I spoke the maximum. Normally I don't spoke that long. So
No, sir, there is no need of recording. I have listened everything. It was just that the voice is not so high, so I had to put the phone near my ear to
it's
listen
okay.
it.
It's okay. See, I will share the recording anyway. That recording is being shared for the person who is speaking, so that you know that what I said, even what you're saying right now, you can listen to that portion also and observe that what kind of emotions you were having at that point of time. Now, when I will put it to AI, ho sakta hai AI, whatever you said, maybe say 2 minutes, 3 minutes all together throughout the session, it might pick up some information from there also and create a story out of it, connect the dots with this book. It could possibly, let me see how it works. So this is also going to be an
Yeah.
experimentation form.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
what it picks
Yeah.
up, even when somebody
But
stops.
anyway, your sessions are very insightful and there's always lots to learn. We can't possibly say that we are
Anyway, thank you
contributing.
so much.
You do have a very
So much.
lovely way of putting things. It's enjoyable.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye. So
Bye
we are
bye,
meeting again on
Khushbu.
Monday.
Monday. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye bye.